Hello, welcome. Let's move on to algebra and start with some fundamentals in algebra. Let's see what are the different symbols we have in algebra. The four major symbols we have are constants, variables, algebraic expressions, and terms. Let's start with a constant. What is a constant? As the name says, constant is something which has a fixed numerical value. For example, number 5 is a constant. It won't change. 5 toys won't change unless someone takes it out, right? Or 5 apples, 5 bananas, it will stay the same. Number 10, that is a constant too. Number 2, that is a constant too. 1 over 5, that is a constant too. So constant is something that won't change. The next one is variables. What is a variable? Variable is the one which can have varied numerical value. For example, x. So x can have any numerical value to it, whatever we assign to it. We can assign 2 to x. We can assign 5 to x. We can assign 10 to x. We can assign 100 to x. Similarly, y. Y is a variable too. Whatever number we assign to y, it takes that number. And similarly, as you can know, if you take the area of a square, which is area equal to a square, where a is the side of the square. Here a is a variable too. We can assign whatever length of the square. The length of the square could be 5 centimeters, 4 centimeters, depending upon the number or the length of the side of the square. The value for a can vary. So a is a variable. Similarly, whatever variable we take, the variable can have a different numerical value assigned to it. The next one is algebraic expression. Algebraic expression is one which is a combination of both constants and the variables, and they are separated by these symbols: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Let's write in examples for the expressions, algebraic expressions. X plus 5, that's an expression where x is a variable and 5 is a constant. A square plus 5a minus 8. Once again, a is a variable and 8 is a constant. X square plus 5xy plus y to the power 3. Once again, x is a variable, x and y are variables here, and we don't have a constant here. But here 5 is not a constant. It is a constant, but here it acts as a coefficient for this x and y. We will go over that later on. What is a coefficient? The last one, terms. Terms is actually the each part in the algebraic expression you have, which are separated by positive, negative, etc. For example, here x is a term and 5 is a term. In this expression, you have a square as one term, 5a is a second term, and 8 is a third term. Similarly, here you have your x square as a first term, 5xy as a second term, and y to the power 3 as a third term. Right? So terms is actually each part in the expressions you have.